What is up, guys? My name is... Hang on. What is up, guys? My name is Astroid, and welcome back to the next episode of our Pokemon Cry Challenge. This is the finale. This is where all of our skills that we've been working on over the past 5 videos come together, and this is the ultimate test. So now you guys may be thinking, you know what, today we're probably doing Generation 6, but no, that is where you are wrong. Not only are we just doing Generation 6, we are doing all the generations in one go, in one test. So I figured, you know what, Generation 6 is going to be way too easy. There's only 70 Pokemon, the cries are really obvious. I've played Pokemon X and Y like 10, 11, maybe even 12 times at this point. So I figured, you know what, we're going to be going in with all of the generations at once. Now, in terms of how difficult this is going to be, I think it's going to be very difficult. And honestly, at first, I didn't even know you could select multiple generations, but here we go. All 6. This is not going to end well for us. Okay, we're off to a good start. We're off to a really good start. That sounds like Meryl. So, I guess the dead giveaway here is that since all of the, since all of the older cries, you know, sound older, you can easily eliminate the newer Pokemon, which I guess is a plus. Because, like, obviously Tyrunt, this sounds like a Generation 2 or a Generation 3 cry, and Tyrunt obviously wasn't in those games, neither was Heatmore. So I'm going to assume this is Licky Licky. It is, okay. So I'm wondering if like it's randomizing all the cries over all the games. So I'm wondering if Mr. Mime has like 6 separate cries, one from each generation. But I don't think that's the case. I think it's just the Generation 1 cry, and they just have the cries from the generation that they're from. Hopefully that makes sense. That sounds like a Generation 1 cry, so I kind of want to say Mr. Mime. It is, okay. I was close to saying Skarmory. This is probably Scizor. Okay, cool. That's definitely Drifloon. So, we're doing pretty good so far. And I think the only reason why we're doing so well is because I've been doing this for the past 5 videos. And speaking of the past 5 videos, if you guys did miss any of the previous parts, definitely go back and check it out. With this being the season finale of this mini-series, I want to thank you guys so much for the support on the series as a whole. Honestly, it did a lot better than I expected it would, because I wasn't sure if you guys would find this interesting. But then again, I guess it is kind of interesting to see me fail at this. And maybe even sometimes succeed. So what was that? Was that Wobbuffet? Yeah, definitely Wobbuffet. You see, if all of these Pokemon were from the same generation, and like all the cries were the same level of quality, I guess, I probably would have a lot harder of a time. I think the only thing saving me right now is just the fact that some cries sound newer. Like, you can tell that's from a DS game, you know? So it's not too hard to identify. Chimecho. You know what? I like Chimecho as a Pokemon. Not even gonna lie, I know a lot of people don't like Chimecho. I like Chimecho. Cranidos. Eevee. That's Jigglypuff! My dude! My dude! Okay, us getting that previous one wrong, it was worth it, because you know what? We got ourselves a Lapras. Easy peasy. Is that Vibrava? That's Grovyle. Hippopotas. Geodude. You're not, wait. I don't think that was Geodude Gen 1 cry. That sounded like its 4th gen cry. If that's the case, then I might have stand corrected. Abra, definitely. Or maybe that is its Gen 1 cry, I don't know. Hey, look, Lapras again. I kind of want to say Uxie. That's Sawsbuck, okay. So we got 17. Honestly, that's not bad. That's not how I spell my name. I don't care. We'll be I don't know how I spelled it. Astroid. Astroid will be Astroid today. But I wanted to talk about Sun and Moon today, because the hype has been so real. And if you guys saw on my Twitter account, a few weeks ago I did a rant, a little bit of a mini rant, on why I thought X and Y was more hype than Sun and Moon is. And I want to say right here, I apologize, because I was very much wrong. I was wrong in every sense of the word. Because after receiving more information... Okay, this is going to be difficult. After receiving more information, after I looked at the leaks and got spoiled on the story just a little bit, I got a minor story spoiler. And it changed everything. I am extremely hyped for Sun and Moon. And my hype for Sun and Moon has surpassed my hype for X and Y. And also, the day that I'm recording this, I'm going to try and guess this real quick. Scyther. The day that I'm recording this, the embargo on reviewers of the game has been lifted. So a lot of the reviews for the game are coming out right now, and I read a few of them, and these games are good. Alright, these games are good. Like, easily, probably some of the best Pokemon games ever made, which makes me really, really hype. Because, I don't know, it just makes me hype, man. Like, IGN gave it a 9 out of 10, which is crazy. I think Oras was obviously 7.8 out of 10 because it had too much water. But it's just wild to think that we are at a 9 out of 10. I don't know if any Pokemon game before it has ever scored that high. Shuckle. Is that Spearow? Misdreavus. I was very undecided. Ambipom, I got you. Durant, I know they cry from a mile away. Is that Clefable? That's okay. No, never mind. Never mind. You know what? I'm not giving up. We're gonna go insane now. You know what they always say in life. If you ever are facing difficulty, make it more challenging. That is a lesson for you kids out there. If something is challenging, make it even harder for yourself. Always keep on challenging yourself. Never give up, never settle, never pour the milk before the cereal. Alright, those are very important life lessons. But on this subject, does anyone actually pour the milk before the cereal? I mean, come on now. Come on. I can't even fathom why you would pour the milk before the cereal. If you guys do that, then no shame. Just admit it. Let us know down below in the comment section. If you guys do see anyone that does that, don't roast them too hard, alright? Alright, you know, maybe there's a method to the madness. Maybe there's some sort of advantage to pouring the milk for the cereal that I'm missing out on here. Okay, that sounds like, that sounds like a Flabébé. It is a Flabébé. Wow. Wow, I have no idea. Is that ridiculous? Yes! Okay. That was a guess. I recognize these cries. That could be Timber. No, it's probably Progly. It's a Bombus. Okay, I should have gotten that one. Like, I totally recognize the cry. I just can't decide what Pokemon it matches with. Alright, let's go one more time. Insane, all 7 gen, or not 7. Not 7 just yet. I wonder if they're gonna update it with 7 gen. Yo, that'd be lit. This might not be the final episode if there is a 7th generation. Pokia, my dude. I love Pokia's cry. Is that... No, that can't be Bronzong. That can't be Is that Anorith? Yo, that was a complete guess. I like how it's having trouble loading in the Pokemon. That's how many there are. Okay, it sounds like an... No, it can't be Aggron. It sounds like a Generation 2 cry. Is it T-Tar? It's Tropius. I was this close to guessing Tropius. You know what? I think it's time. This is literally the hardest it gets. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the hardest it gets. All generations, all 721 Pokemon, insane and blind. This is as hard as this game gets. We're screwed. There's 700 and... Okay, this is a multiple choice quiz. Except with 721 options. Sounds like a Pidgey. Sounds like a Pidgey. If I get this right, I swear. So far, okay, I was kind of close. We're gonna keep on trying this until I get one right. The problem is that, as I said, you have one life, you have one chance, and it's a 1 in 721 chance you'll get it right. Like, that is insane. It's Electivire. It's Electivire, right? Right? Please be right. Hey! Okay. Electivire's cry is so distinct. It's so distinct. Is that Braixen? Is that Braixen? Am I a Pokemon Master? Yo! Pokemon Master in the house. Okay, part of me wants to say that is, that's Stunky, right? It could be Miss Street, no. It could be Miss Magius. No, I can't be Miss Magius. I'm gonna go, Stunky. Please? It's Combi! Okay, I should have gotten that one. I have no idea. Is that Beedrill? That's Mantine. I would have never gotten that. Wait, I recognize that cry from the past 5 videos. I was making fun of that cry. Oh no, I can't get this wrong. I remember making fun of this cry in one of the episodes. I made fun of it. I don't remember what Pokemon it was though. Sounds like Volbeat. Is it Volbeat? No. I swear. I'm gonna go Volbeat. I don't think that's right though. Bruh! Ah, you can't do this to me. You can't do this to me. Of course it's Illumise. I was this close. I recognized the cry. I remember making fun of it. And of course it was Illumise. I'm gonna go Aggron. I don't think that's right. I'm gonna go Aggron though. You know, I'm thinking it's an electric type. Aggron obviously isn't an electric type. Crocodile. I would have never gotten that. This is so hard. Kakuna. Kakuna! Nope, Electrode. You know what? One more attempt. One more attempt. One more attempt. Yo, that's Klinklang. That's Klinklang. No, it's Zoroark. I knew it was Gen 5. One more time. What is that? It can't be, okay, it's definitely not a Abomasnow. I totally recognize this cry. Is it Diggersby? Yo, Diggersby though! Diggersby though, we got one. We got one. I have no idea what this is, but we got one. Pachirisu, I would have never gotten that. Anyways, guys, we're gonna end this video right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely make sure to stay tuned because this Friday, or very late Thursday night, my Pokemon Moon LP will be dropping. Definitely look forward to that. I know I'm not gonna be the first, but I promise you guys, you will enjoy yourselves as I play through this incredible game. But that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time. Peace!